If you're interested in small business marketing ideas that generate huge results with little effort or cost, here's a quick tip that could be really interesting for you. This technique will help simplify your marketing while funneling revenues that are already being spent right into your pocket. Whether you offer products or services, if you're looking for small business marketing ideas that'll help your business grow without having to spend a fortune on costly advertising that may or may not work, here's a simple way to greatly boost your visibility and sales. This is something most people never consider, but when it comes to small business marketing ideas, this could be your most powerful marketing tool by far. And here it is. Become the alternative to some product or brand your customers are already using. Now, don't be fooled by the seeming simplicity of this, and don't think this doesn't apply to your product or business. This simple strategy has been responsible for some of the greatest successes and wealth creation people have ever seen. With all the business marketing ideas out there, most don't address the number one issue. The biggest problem for most businesses is that at first glance, potential customers have no clear idea what you offer or why they should buy from you. In effect, most products and businesses are virtually invisible. Whether you have products that are sold or a service like plumbing, bookkeeping, or personal training, most people act like their best small business marketing ideas must include simply letting people know it's your quality that sets you apart, that yours is better than everything else that's out there. But even the worst product and service providers will say theirs is better. Customers are immune to this claim, so you'll need to do better than that. This means the most effective small business marketing ideas must therefore include nailing down a clear differentiator where you identify something they already buy or use, and then explaining how yours is clearly different. This works because it embeds a firm image in the buyer's mind. Here, let me show you how it works. In the early 1960s, Avis Rent-A-Car advertised itself as, "We're number two, so we try harder," and their sales exploded. At the time, they were a tiny company and a distant second to industry-leading Hertz Rent-A-Car, who dominated the industry. But by saying, "We're number two, so we try harder," they connected themselves in the mind of the buyer. They basically said, every time you think of Hertz, also think of Avis, and it worked. Revenues went through the roof as Avis was now embedded in people's minds. See how that works? The head of franchising, when Burger King was launching, explained to me that because they had virtually no money, they were in serious need of small business marketing ideas that would work for them. They decided to piggyback on McDonald's restaurant success. For locations, they would sit outside every McDonald's and count the number of people going in. If a ton of people were going in, they knew it was a good location, so they'd open up right next door or nearby. Then, to seem clearly different, where McDonald's employees wore yellow, theirs wore red. And where McDonald's fried their burgers in standardized preparations, Burger King flame-broiled theirs and offered it your way, where the customer could special order what was put on the burgers. By targeting McDonald's customers and offering something clearly different, Burger King's sales skyrocketed. And guess what? This is one of those seldom mentioned small business marketing ideas that can work for virtually any business, even yours, to boost sales and profits. I've seen it with hundreds of people and businesses. They apply all kinds of small business marketing ideas. Then, as soon as they try this, everything changes. A simple twist like this could be the difference between years and decades of struggling to make a paycheck and almost instant success and a life of cash that flows in week after week and year after year. Here are some more examples of how products and people have differentiated themselves in ways that have helped their sales and profits really take off. As you listen to these, really think about your own business and how you could use this. Subway sandwich shops became the healthier alternative to McDonald's, and sales took off. Panda Express Chinese takeout became the exotic alternative to McDonald's with great success. Pepsi Cola became the hipper alternative to Coke. Through the 1970s, 7-Up became the alternative to cola beverages with their Uncola campaign. They basically told people, if you're tired of always having a cola when you're thirsty, here's an alternative. This Uncola strategy caused their revenues to triple almost overnight. Apple's iPhone became the alternative to conventional cell phones and sales exploded. Gatorade sports drink became the alternative to water for athletes by replenishing the body with electrolytes, something plain water does not do. Light beer from Miller became the less filling alternative to full-bodied beer, and sales shot through the roof. See how, when it comes to small business marketing ideas, this being the alternative has proven valuable to so many marketers? Red Bull became the high-energy alternative to Coke and coffee, and sales really took off. A1 steak sauce is the professional alternative to ketchup. Starbucks coffee shops is the alternative to coffee shops and McDonald's restaurants, where people can just get coffee and maybe hang out for a while. In Southern California, Mike Diamond Plumbing is the smell-good alternative to conventional plumbers. It might sound odd, but this positioning, combined with a $99 guaranteed price for unclogging most drains, has caused his sales to really take off at a time when many plumbers are struggling. Crest toothpaste, when it launched, was the only toothpaste approved by the American Dental Association. In fact, they were the only toothpaste with the crest of the American Dental Association right on the box. James Malinchak is the only author's coach to be featured on ABC's Secret Millionaire. I know an accountant who is one of the few who's actually worked as an auditor for the IRS. I know an insurance agent who is one of the few specialists in the construction industry because he used to run his family's construction business. His income has continued to grow even during recessions when other insurance agents have struggled. A sign maker I know promotes himself as one of the few who supplies Disney theme parks, and that helps establish him as a state-of-the-art supplier. See how this could be one of your most important small business marketing ideas? You or your product could be the only one recommended by someone famous, or by some local celebrity, or even by something funny like the only breakfast restaurant recommended by mothers-in-law throughout the Upper Valley. If you've won some award, you could be award-winning, or best-selling author, or Olympic medalist, or world record holder, or as featured in the New York Times or some local or national media. My having been a workshop chairman for SCORE, the resource partner of the U.S. Small Business Administration, helps explain part of my credibility, as does the list of Fortune 500 companies I've coached. So, what and who are you competing with? And how specifically are you different? Try this. When it comes to small business marketing ideas, you may be surprised at how simple yet powerful this can be to help you grow your business. If you found this tip helpful, subscribe to my free newsletter using the link below. You'll get instant access to this awesome ebook called The Marketing Grid, with a list of just about every marketing tool you'll ever need to get customers. You can practically create your entire marketing plan simply by checking a few boxes. I've also got some awesome videos coming up, including a technique you can use to funnel loads of customers from other businesses to yours. Once you subscribe, you'll have access to the growing collection of videos, demo files, templates, and cheat sheets, which are available to all free subscribers. Check it out now using the shortcut greatmar.com.